Hello creators. Today we'll learn how to create such abstract backgrounds with organic shapes using gradient mesh tool. So let's get started. We'll start with creating a new file. The file is created. So today we'll be creating a gradient fluidic vector abstract background using the color scheme that is cyberpunk. Okay, cyberpunk color palette is what we'll be using. This is the color palette. I'll copy this and paste it over here. Once we have this, I'll quick create swatches. So these are the colors that we'll be using. To start with, we'll take this color and this color for our background, as these are the extreme ends of our color palette. For that, we'll have to save them as swatches. This and this color, we'll both have to save these two colors in our swatches. And then selecting the rectangle, will apply a gradient tool. Radial color is always better. Lighter color being on the top side kind of gives it. So I will lock this rectangle which we have created as our background, creating a new layer. All our work is gonna happen here. So we'll use curvature tool. Curvature tool gives us more fluidic, more organic curves. So to draw a more organic object, curvature tool is highly recommended. Pen tool is good, but curvature tool is made with this very purpose, to make such kind of organic shapes. Using the direct selection tool, we'll make some minor adjustments in our shape. And shape becomes an organic shape when it's more curves. Now comes the most important part. So there are two things that you can do here, is take the smooth tool and smooth out all the nodes that we have. The next option is object, path and simplify. This is a new option in Illustrator CC. So this is going to act like a base color to our thing. This is going to act like a highlight. This is going to be a mid-tone between them, and this will be our transition color. So once we have this will be the kind of sequence that our colors will follow. This is our base color. Using our gradient mesh tool, we will select the color. We will take the gradient mesh tool, and somewhere over here, okay, in this area, wherever you want the bulge to be, wherever you want the highlight to happen, okay. Now this being done, now we'll have to have a transition color, our second color. Selecting this, our second color, will put two pointers roughly on the areas where we want the color to transit from our highlight color to our base color. Somewhere over here, somewhere over here, somewhere over here. So our highlight is surrounded with our second color. Okay. Now the third color which we have, it will play a more subtle role in the entire composition. It's too dark. So you can see that the color helps it to blend with our base color, which is this. Now we need to give it a little bit of highlight. This area needs to be highlighted a bit. So now what is happening is this color is being flowing all the way till here. We want to restrict it somewhere over here. So we'll select our second color and using our mesh tool again, we place it somewhere over here. So then it will restrict its flow from here. So over here we'll have to define the area of highlight again. Making a few minor adjustments, you will come up with a you can make more adjustments as you want, but that's pretty much okay for now. Moving on, I'll create another shape. I'll follow the same steps as I did for this object and I will create the rest accordingly. So I'm gonna time lapse this part of the entire process and then I'll get back. We have created these organic objects using the gradient mesh tool. We have managed to create some liquid effects to it. Now we are going to create depth for the entire artwork. Then we'll be adding some text elements to it and a frame for the text. For the depth we'll be using a circle, shadow basically. Wherever there's a crevice we'll be using the shadow to add depth to it. Now gradient tool will be used, both the sides are gonna be black, but one is gonna have opacity 0. This, and I will push it back this is a different layer. I'll bring it on the same layer as this, and then I'll push it back. But we'll have to change the blend mode to multiply. We'll be using a halftone. Our color is going to be white. Our blend mode is going to be overlay. And our opacity is going to be 30%, somewhere around. This looks fine to me. It's good to have it's diagonally placed at different sizes to add a little more character. Overlay seems to work the best. Keeping the aspect ratio of the artboard, we'll create a text area. Only a stroke of maybe 20. We'll bring our options in front. Then we'll add a text element. We'll call it abstract background. We'll use the font Railway, bold. Character, we'll use all caps. The file created in every tutorial will be available for download. So comment with a reference image if you want me to create anything for you. You can also connect with me on the social media IDs provided in the description. My name is Akshay, and if you like the video, do subscribe and click the bell icon to show your support. So until next time, stay creative.